One would think Zara Larson doesn't have to think about me.
No.
But we find out she's pretty thrifty.
Thanks.
When it's hot.
Sweat it out.
And when it's cold.
Winters in summer never.
Do you have any fun ways to save money?
No, I buy my clothes secondhand on Depop for cheaper than retail.
Now we're talking.
Now at Jimmy John's, for just $5.99, you can get a Vito, turkey tom, or the pet. An 8-inch sandwich for $5.99. What is this, the 90s? Hold on, my CD's skipping. The $5.99 sandwich deal at Jimmy John's. Oh, that's good.
Cash out, baby. It's your time. Oh, Chloe, all shot sticky. Fairy like with your shiesty and a blicky. I'm at the robber with a bucket named Vicky. Last night she killed a crack pipe of hickey. I'm a guy in my city, I'm a guy now. Heard your brother wear fitted, he's a boy now. You're a cow clone, I never let them beat me up. In a hot tin, bitch, in a tin. Go down the city, I'm taking the nigga, you know how to go through. We work in the trap on the night and that shit was colors. Canadian money got blue in the fingers from all the plastic public. All the money that whip outside of the next nigga, king your public. He going back to back right here, watching these niggas like this is detergent. Daddy a bitch for the corner, and she got no tickets like getting a surgeon. A bitch ain't shit at the ring, a bitch ain't shit for the purchase. Chicken and gonna come out for the church. Go to church. You sliding inside the 300, get the them churches. Yeah, fuck up a makeup, fuck up the only she call me a church. Yeah, she wanna go to come on and ride the take it to church. Hey, the hell was fine, the hell was a demon, let's take it to church. Take it to church. I'm trying to murder these other little niggas in real life. I don't give a fuck about the first. I'm trying to say this, nobody do this for 36 hours. I know you perky. You look back and she said that she fucked me for acting. You always won't know some perky. I'm from the conversation again. Open the line, flex, therapy. Keeping the shirt all of the time. Baby, the Denny, shit really, yeah. Niggas some pissy that I ain't testifying. And I made the shit work for me, yeah. I ain't even testify on that pussy little nigga that just tried to murder me, yeah. Switch on the and the digging and booty, the bullets and choking in here. Shot in my ears, put down on the chicken and shit. But she slurping in here. I'm not the one that ain't got me a dish for me. I feel like I'm dirty in here. Niggas be telling me get out of prison, but that just ain't in my curriculum, yeah. But I keep doing this number one shit from the shell. I know that it's hurting them, yeah. Tell my baby she hella shit down from the jail. You know how we working it, baby. I'm a god, I'm a god. I'm a god, shit. I'm This my shoes, they got no gun. Soon as I step out, suburban, these niggas lurking. Got a little one walk. Them niggas screaming, they jump out the porch. I ran out the front door. This for my eater that know how to suck it and fuck it and twist it and blow up. This for my child, bitch, right on stuff down. She know that I'm coming, just dumb up. This for my team in the telly that go out and shout and fuck at the low road. This for my niggas that stand right in front of the robber and try to shit flow up. We get some niggas that made it for Queen Kennedy. Roll the condo. Niggas that told us there wasn't no telling and moving the could never be your coach. That could never be so. That could never be
I keep thinking like I have one stuff, like I got a fight. And maybe not that.
Y'all hear her?
Oh. You told me you was going live with him? I missed it?
I said that before you even got on the phone. And then you got on the phone, I said, I'm going to restart the live because you was up there saying a bunch of stuff.
We traveled to
So I restarted it.
Oh, Shit.
I'm not deleting this though.
You know I can't hear sometimes.
You had the bubble guts and you said you farted and
A taste we already know.
it should allow you to share your link. Oh wait. Yeah, this is the new streaming platform that I'm using. So I'm gonna be I'm trying to blur out the if you're on YouTube then it's gonna be blurred out. But if you have the free subscription with this, you'll be able to see me trade. Oh, it's no sound. What about now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, let me see. I'm beta testing it, so like I mean it's have to bear with me tonight. Your phone about to die too. Okay, but how do I hide this part though? I wanna how much the indicator? So it's just basically it's part of this streaming platform. So that's why I'm trying to use it. So basically when you get to it, it should be like 3 different like settings, right? So if you like when you logged into this, right? Did it tell you did you have to create like a you have to create anything to log on to this to get the subscription? I can probably ask for like your oh no? Okay. Oh, just ask for your name. Okay, cool. Hold on, let me see. Oh no. Okay, I guess that's how I locked it just in. All right, so that's perfect though. That's perfect. All right, so if you're on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, then you can if you go to the Discord, if you go to my Discord and then you click on the link, then you'll be able to see my trade and my indicator that I've been using to literally I'm about to request a payout. I wanna do it on stream, but like I'm trying to figure this whole thing out because YouTube's cool and all, but this platform is really the reason why I've been able to consistently get payouts. And they have like their own feature to stream. They literally have their own feature to stream. So, all credit to the platform itself. But like I said, I'm giving you access to it for free. But I just try to a few subscribers on YouTube that may want to at least like get a glimpse of it. And this is a free way that I could do it for you. Do you trade here? Yeah. So this is basically like the to trade is on this. It's on this streaming platform. And for anybody that's trying to figure it out, like I said, go to my Discord from the YouTube link, and then I have the link is in there. The Safe House link is on that. I think I actually put the Safe House link on in the description as well. So if you want to trade with me, it's still free. It's just a different platform. So I'll try. I mean, like I said, it's in its beta phase, so I'm just testing it out. But I've been trading on YouTube, so I want to share that with my subscribers before I fully go on. And as the week goes on, I'm gonna set a schedule where I'm only gonna be trading like, so before I basically went 30 days straight, and I got 5 payouts on this one account, and everything you could look at my past streams. You could see all the streams. I've been trading using this bot, like just off this one account, but I'm gonna up it a little bit, and I'm gonna use the streaming platform to do it. I'm not gonna just do it for free on YouTube anymore. This platform, you do have access to it for free, but you'll have more access to me if you watch the stream from the platform than on YouTube now. If that makes sense. I know I said a lot just now, but like I said, it's in its beta phase. I'm still figuring out myself. I want to get it next week. Yeah. So my goal is to show more in depth of how to use it while using the streaming platform. And so for those that are on the streaming platform, then you'll see my chart. So like you can see my chart from I know DD's here, so you can see my chart on the you can see my chart from the one house thing, right? Or the safe house, I should say. Yeah, it's more clear. All right, yeah, that's what I thought, because I know YouTube is a little blurry sometimes, so that's good to know. Like that is actually more clear. As you can see, I didn't take any trades today. But we got that payout though. I wanna request a withdrawal while live, but I'm only gonna do it on the safe house. She said it's more clear. That's good. That's actually super good to know. So yeah, so anybody that's on the YouTube right now, yeah, just go to my Discord and you should be able to get the link in there. Actually, what I'll do is I could do this too. Wait, you got yeah. All right, so right now I'm just want to throw the pull up, maybe, baby. All right, so the link is free link. Then you go back to the hills. How many houses you build? How many souls did you heal off the back of your deal? Difference between niggas getting you out of your deal and letting you out of your deal. Against your will, how many new niggas you got in your will? All right, so I mean, as people come and go, I guess they'll see that message. And then if they really want to be in tune with the bot or whatever, then they'll just go to the link. Like I said, it's free, so. These hoes know how I pop it for real. I wanted to make. Okay. For real. Yeah. All right. All right, so just before we get into it, I know it's 11 already. I'll tell you what I'm looking at. I wasn't planning on trading tonight because I want to request this withdrawal. But since you're here with me, I know we've been communicating through the chat and everything. So, like I said, I want to use Safe House so that I can get more into depth of how to use this strategy and then you can see what's going on. But like I said, I gave everybody a opportunity to really tune in and see what it's about. So now I have to kind of clear my screen unless you do come to the safe house. Link is still free. It's just this helps as far as like me gauging who's serious and who I can like officially like help outside of the YouTube. So yeah, you keep it like personal, whatever. Ask whatever question you need to ask. It's all pretty simple. But just like with anything, like I said, like the bot pretty much does all the work for you. So like I open up my computer and all this stuff is already here. All right, so because of that, it's really just playing the zones. Like if you play the zones and you understand like where price is, then you can take advantage of that. All right, so I always start off on the 4 hour just to kind of see what price is. And a lot of stuff I'm saying is like, I'm not gonna lie, it's basic, it's generic, and you can use it for any strategy, but it's the same thing with this bot, right? So like I said, like I always start off on a higher time frame with the 4 hour, because it's a stronger time frame, as far as like what price is doing. So if you look at it, like you can see price has literally bounced off of a supply zone, supply area. It has been trending up, but you just want to keep like mental notes, or even write it down if you have to, about like what's going on. Like so, we just came off of a supply zone, even though we've kind of been more on this like uptrend, like type of how do I say it? Like we've been pushing up. We've been pushing up. Like so, like if I was to look at it in a higher scale, we came up, it came back down. This is the discount area for price to go back up. There's a lot going on in the past like few days where a lot of money was dumped into the market, and well, specifically the S&P, and it's caused the market to move up. But like I said, we've just hit like these supply areas, so we just want to be mindful of that. That's another thing. Like you don't have to go crazy with the research. I mean, I use the same two websites. Hold on, let me see if I can show y'all from Safe House though. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, so I use this one. It's called Finviz. It's like a map basically, of what the top 100 companies in the US are like doing. The bigger the box, the more impact it has on the NASDAQ, which is what I trade. So you got Nvidia, Apple, Google. It's hundreds of them. I don't know all 100, but you can kind of use this map to get an idea of what price has been doing for the trading day. All right, so it's a lot of red. So since the market is open back up, it's basically saying that it's been selling off. Now you don't use this to trade, but you can use it as a guide, I would say. Right, you can use it as a guide. That's one site. Another one. Just make sure it's all transferring correctly.
At NYU Langone Health, a single electronic health record gives you access to all of your doctors, lab results, images, prescriptions.
All right, yeah. So another one, Forex Factory, right? So kind of giving you news of what's going on. I just look at these for the folders to see if there's any like high impact news to trade. You can use it to trade off of, or you can use it to like, stay out the market. So whichever one is your preference. I will check this out before I get on just to see like, all right, so like what's today? The 5th. All right, so 11:35, low impact news for the Japanese yen. that doesn't affect the NQ whatsoever. So we should be in the clear. There shouldn't be any U.S. news until 5:30. Still low impact, and then 8:30 is a medium impact, which could make the market move a little bit, but still not crazy. It's really just watching out for the red folders. That's when the market really is, probably going to do some damage when you at these times. But like I said, you can use it to play off of it, or you can use it to kind of like stay out of the market. All right. Early on, I would look at these and say, if I see a red folder, I'll kind of stay out the market until like I have an idea of how it moves when those folders come out. As you get a little bit more savvy, then you can actually use the red folders to make money. But like it could be risky. Just because price is like a lot more volatile. But yeah, so I mean, we should be in the clear. No red folders nowhere. Let's go back to the chart. All right, so like I said, off of fit. Whoa. That was me. All right, so Finviz. So basically, Finviz was saying that the market has been pretty much it's been pretty much selling off since the market opened up this afternoon, which was this candle. Yeah, slightly, but also we did see a little bit of green, so you can see like it's kind of like in between. But we could use the supply zone as a okay. We know it's like a this area. It's a lot of selling pressure. All right, so yeah. All right, so on the 4-hour, just know we're by a supply zone. So we want to be careful if we are going to buy. When it starts to get into this area, that there can be some pressure coming down, or it could struggle to push up. All right. We go down to the 1-hour. 1 hour actually gave us an arrow. Like I said, to use the bot, it's 5 points that you want to get, right? But these 5 points is basically on the 5-minute chart. But as you're going down from the 4-hour towards the 5-minute, you just want to continue to take mental notes of where the market is and what it's been doing in the past. All right, so clearly on the 4-hour, we just came off of a supply zone. So as we get a closer look into what's going on, we see the 1-hour actually is showing a lot of selling pressure. Price coming off a supply zone. The volumetric bar saying sellers are in control. We got a red EMA. We have this red arrow. So that's 4 points out of the 5. The only thing that we don't necessarily have that we would like to see is price being below the white EMA for shorts. But that doesn't mean you can't take this. It's 4 points out of 5. That's a pretty good trade if you want to take this at this level. But this was like earlier. You don't necessarily want to trade off the 1 hour. But if you do, just obviously you want to manage your risk properly. I'm more of like a scalper, so I wouldn't necessarily like get in a trade off the 1 hour, but that's pretty much how you could use it. So once we go to the 1 hour, we see, all right, it's kind of in confluence with what our 4 hours telling us, that price is pushing down, and it still has some ways to go for real, if it wants to continue down. So go to the 15. So 15 kind of like in a nasty area where it's like a no man's land thing. The EMAs are tight. Price is kind of like consolidating. This is not really where we would want to enter a trade. The next major demand zone is here, and the latest supply zone is up here. So we're in the middle of all of that. On top of the EMAs, really tight with each other. Like they're pretty close. So when I see stuff like that, it's showing me that in a area where it could be consolidating, or it's in a very turbulent area. We don't know, like, the way the price is moving. It could easily push down, or it this could be just a bounce up to go up. And because of that, that's a 50-50 thing. And we like to see price react off of a level or a supply level. Either it's breaking out of it or it's bouncing off of it. All right. When I say that, hopefully the 5 minute kind of gives me more of like a perspective when I talk about that. So even more so, so now we're zoomed in even more. From the last supply to the next demand, you see prices bouncing off of this, right? So even still, this is in the middle of everything. It's in between the EMAs, it's in between the supply and demand zones. It's a consolidating area. Personally, I stay away from that. I need to see price breaking through something or reversing off of it. Okay. So I would literally wait until that happens. Like it's more of a waiting game than anything. I'm not necessarily the type that likes to be in a trade for a long period of time. So I'm gonna know whether I won or lost within the next 5 to 15 minutes, I would say. All right, and it's sometimes not even that long. So your entry is super, super important. And when it gets like this is literally creating a box. I didn't mean to press the question mark. All right, so we're still in this box. And so like what I would like to see before entering a trade is if, just the best setup, right? Before I even get into that. The best setup is we looked at the 4 hour, we seen it coming off of supply zone. Look at the 1 hour, same thing. The 15-minute, yes, it came off of a supply zone, but it's a little further. It seems a little further away because as we zoom in, we were like from these little movements from here to the next supply zone. That's a lot of, that's a lot of money. Like, however you want to look at it. So obviously, this is like the major one from the 4 hour or the 1 hour time zone. It made a pretty big move, like if you was in it from up here, then you would have made a lot of money. So, we have to take that into consideration that like, yes, we did just come off of we're not like we it kind of left the supply zone already. So play off of the smaller ones, which aren't as strong, but you can advantage of it. So obviously if we're at like a 4 hour supply zone or a 4 hour demand zone, those are the best trades because it's like that. It's a lot of pressure in those areas. Whether if it's a demand, it's a lot of buying pressure. If it's in the supply zone, it's a lot of selling pressure. So that's why like sometimes when price breaks out of these levels, it starts to really go into that direction because it literally broke through. It went against the grain and it broke through. So like for instance, right, just to make it make sense, and it's okay if you don't understand like everything all at once. As I keep talking, you're gonna hear me saying the same stuff over and over, and it's gonna start to click. But like we're already on a downtrend, right? The trend is your friend. Yes, you can take buys off of this demand zone, but like, why not trade with the trend? Why not wait for price to come back to the supply zone, and then knowing that it's already selling frames, now when it's selling, it's really like actually selling instead of creeping up for buys. Same thing, vice versa. If price was already like buying up, then it's gonna buy up and it's gonna creep down when it's selling. Buy up and then creep down when it's selling. When it's trending up, when it's trending down, it's the opposite. It's gonna sell and then creep up. Sell hard, creep back up. Sell hard, creep back up. So it's the same thing. So now as it's creeping back up, play that supply level because overall it's already selling, right? So that's it. So when price comes back up here, you can use those levels to play. And then one of my favorites, if you really see like me on my Instagram or just if you've been in the past streams, if I don't necessarily catch this up here, screen not showing. No, so it's blurred. So if you're on YouTube, it's blurred. If you click on the link that's Stacks Futures, that's also it's a see what I'm talking about. for anybody that's on YouTube watching. It's a free link. It's the same thing. I'm just using a different platform to stream. It's clearer for the viewers, and um, as the community grows, um, it'll actually be better because it's not as like slow. So like I don't know if you guys notice it's a lag with YouTube. So if I get in a trade, you guys may be like 3 seconds or 5 seconds behind. So unless like you're savvy with what's going on, then you'll see the trade. And I might be already up by the time like you see it. It's not. So on this platform, it doesn't lag. There's no lag. Like you'll see everything. And like I said, it's still free. It's just not YouTube. But I know I have a little bit of a community on my YouTube, so I want to be able to share this with you guys. So if you're having a hard time clicking that link, then go to my Discord. It's the link is in the Discord as well. So hopefully that bullish God asking. You're in the Discord. I put it on the I put it in the Discord. So all right. So what I was saying. Oh yeah. So like if you've been like watching my latest streams, like a lot of the sells that I've caught in the last few weeks, um, have been price breaking through these demand levels, and I'm just basically trading the breakout, right? So but like I'll wait for it to break on a higher time frame. So like I don't know if it's set up on the 15, the same demand level. No, it's not. Now the best ones is when it breaks through obviously like a higher time frame. Like if it's breaking through a 15-minute or a 1 hour. Let's see, is it on a 1 hour either? No, it's not. It's not strong levels. It's not a strong level. So honestly, that's telling me that this demand level isn't strong at all. If price decides to like start selling off, then we'll definitely be able to uh catch some shorts, right? And not only that, we'll get the call out from the bot, like the signal. So like you see how this arrow pops up right here, we'll be able to see that. No, my screen is it's not blurry. It's you got to go to the one. So I just put a link in my comments, and I put a link in the description. If you go to that link, it's still free. It's not. It's just not YouTube, right? It's Safe House. You can see my screen. It's going to be a lot clearer, and it's no lag like how YouTube is. So if you do decide to take a trade with me, you're not 5 seconds behind, which could be the difference between, you know, like your entry is super important. So for anybody that's still watching me on YouTube right now, click the link, just type in your name. It's free. Like it's the same thing. It's just a lot. One, it's going to be clearer and it's no lag. It's like literally like a Zoom, like a better version of Zoom. So that's for anybody that's trying to tune in and see what's on the screen. And then I'll have like certain days where I'll still go live on YouTube, but it won't be like every time. Most of the time I'm probably gonna just um trade on Safe House. Like I said, just for the people that's following along because it is a lag. All right. But on Safe House it's no lag. All right. What else I want to say? All right, so yeah. So if I was waiting for anything, I'll be looking for price to break this demand level, and then it'll the bot will make it disappear, and it may also drop another like signal like for this. But as you see, like it'll become a 5 point trade because now we have price below this EMA. We have, I mean, the last volumetric bar is saying like sellers are in control. Um, I mean, this EMA is going to turn red, or you can see it turning red just a little bit right now. And then, like I said, like prices coming off a supply zone, that's cool. Um, or like I said, if you patient and waiting for the best setup, then price will break through this demand level, creating a break of structure, which is this right here, like something similar to this. Like, so the demand level will go away and the break of structure will form. And then you could take your trade off of that. Like I said, it will call it out for you. You enter, you make your daily goal, and then get out. Be done for the day. Don't even look at the charts no more. Here you go. Sit down. Fendi James and K-Ron Grant. The screen is not blurry. You have to go to the link that I have in the comments. It's a link in the description. Or if you go to my Discord and you'll see the link to Safe House, right? It's free. But if you don't want to lag, if you don't want no lag and you want to see what I'm doing, and you want a clearer visual, then you can just type in your name, go to that. It's free. Like I said, it's the same thing. Anybody that wants to participate, it's a free streaming platform that I'm using to trade. So oh wait, I didn't check the. Let's see. Anything in the chat? Okay, nothing in the chat. All right, so yeah, you see, now if you ask me, I mean, you can ask questions on YouTube as well, but so YouTube viewer, right? The person that just came on, like I said, see, you don't even have to like tell your name or nothing. Is it clear? Do you feel like it's clear? The stream, as far as how it's looking. All right, so let's go back to the chart. You guys can see what's going on now. Basically, if we break last session's low, we can go down further to where? Well, I mean, say it could go down to this next demand level that's here. I mean, unless you're on my screen. That's the next level of support. Let me find the charger. My computer's about to die. Basically, right now we're waiting for price to break below this point of interest level right here for everybody that's on the stream. Well, on one house, you can see that price. If it breaks that level, then we'll wait for an entry, and then yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like it's gonna go because it has a huge fair value gap that it needs to take out. The next major demand level is here. And I'm not saying it's gonna go down there in one shot, but like it looks pretty good. It looks really good, actually. I'm personally not in nothing yet, but Showbiz, I know you can't see my screen. You have to go to the link that I put in the bio, or go to my Discord and get the link, and then you can see my screen. It's okay. I know. Or I mean, if you guys could still subscribe to my YouTube. I'll be trading on my YouTube, but like for the most part, I'm gonna be trading on Safe House. Like every now and then, I may do it on YouTube again, but this platform is a lot. It's better if you're actually trying to follow the trade because there's no lag.